What do you guys think of naming this podcast One Soul Babes podcast? Because that's an idea I've been entertaining for a while and I like it. So I don't know. Welcome back, everybody, to the One Soul podcast. I'm Selfie. I'm your host. Destiny is not here today, but we do have Allison.
Hello.
Hi, Allison. You guys may know her or may not know her. She is our social media manager. So if you've ever DM'd us on Instagram, this is who you're talking to. If you've ever seen any of the fun memes we have on our Instagram or the cute little TikToks, this is the gal behind them. So the reason why we have Allison here today is because I found out she's running a half marathon soon.
I mean, she didn't find out. She forced it out of me.
So can you tell us a little bit about what a half marathon is?
So a half marathon is 13.1 miles. And basically, I'm just going to be running 13.1 miles for however long it takes me.
That's so you've never done that before?
I've never done it before.
Are you scared?
I'm terrified. I'm freaking out. But yeah, it's just something I'm going to do.
What made you decide you wanted to do this?
I don't know. I'm not going to lie. Literally nothing. Little bit of background. I've always been like a runner and like into sports and stuff. So this isn't like some crazy idea that just came to my head. But I just, at the beginning of the year, I was like, I want to do something for myself and something crazy. So it's something like I could do, but a little bit like, an extra. Yeah. And this is what I chose.
Amazing. Can you tell us a little bit more about how you signed up and like what happened in June?
Yes. Okay. So basically why it was June was because I Googled it and it said you need 6 months to train if it's your first ever, like half marathon. And so I realized it was June and I was like, I only have 6 months left of the year. I have to sign up now. So I went online and I was like, what's the closest half marathon near me? And I found the one on Catalina Island. And then I was like, okay. And then I literally in that moment signed up.
And as soon as I found out, I was like, great, so we're all going to Catalina Island. So the reason why Allison is here talking about this is because as soon as I found out that she's running a half marathon, I decided to be a little bit nosy. And I brought it up to the rest of the One Soul team. And I was like, guys, this is f***ing epic. I'm sorry in advance to Wayne for having to edit out all my curse words. I'm trying my best here, but it just happens. But yeah, I went up to the team and I was like, guys, Allison is out here prepping for a half marathon. Like, we need to do something about this. Like, we should get involved. Like, this is huge. And so I basically got the team together and we want to help Allison do this thing because I think like as a women's like health and fitness brand, we want to do more than just promote like transformations and weight loss or weight gain. It's like there's so much more to health and fitness than like changing the way you look, and this is like one of the coolest things anyone on our team has done because it's a big deal. Like 13.1 miles, like that's insane. I run a mile and I'm like
yeah.
So yeah, where are you right now with like your running schedule?
Yes. Okay, so I'll give you the rundown. I'm not going to lie, I've fallen off track a little bit. Okay, I'm like halfway. So I've ran up to about 6 or 7 miles, which is like halfway.
How long does that take you?
It depends on if I'm having a good day. I normally pace myself, so it takes me a little bit longer. So I would say about an hour.
Okay.
Because it takes me around 30 minutes to run 3 miles.
Okay.
So then double it. It's like about an hour because I don't want to get tired, halfway through. But yeah, I'm about 6 miles in and I have only 2 more months. So I'm hoping I can get halfway 6 more miles in the next 2 months. But it's more of, you don't have to run 12 miles before you run the actual. I guess
I'm like actually confused about that because like if you've never run 12 miles, for example, or you don't actually train like 12 miles every time you run, like how are you supposed to just do it when you get there?
Yeah, I don't know. But just kidding. Because basically I'm prepping my body and giving myself like endurance, and even though I'm not running 12 miles, I'm training myself to run longer and I'm pacing myself, and yeah, it's just like training your body to get ready, not to actually like go out there and run the full thing. You know what
How
I'm
do you
saying?
decide how long you're gonna run when you're going on your runs?
So I have a plan that I'm going off of. Literally week 1, I was only running 1 mile. I would just go out there, run a mile, and then come back. But every week I try and add like 0.5
Okay.
or another mile if I feel like I can push myself. And then in between, I don't do long runs every single time. In between that, I also do like sprints to help me, or like hills, because the the course I'm doing is like hilly. I know,
That's
it's
scary.
So yeah, it's like I do one long run once a week, and then I try and add more miles after like the endurance running that I'm doing in between.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And are you like working out at all?
Yes. So before I come to the office, because I'm a working lady, you know, I go to the gym, which is kind of exhausting because I wake up at 4:30 in the morning.
Insane.
I know. And I do just like nothing crazy, you know, because
Waking up at 4 a.m. Nothing crazy.
Waking up at 4 a.m. and hitting legs. But I'm just doing more of like dumbbell, like, what am I trying to say?
Like functional exercise?
Yeah, I'm not trying to like add weight. I'm not trying to
Gotcha.
push myself. I'm more just trying to keep in shape and tighten my core for when I'm running and breathing and just, yeah, like staying active.
So it's more of like a health journey and not as much of like a physical transformation
it's more
thing.
it's more of just a lifestyle I'm getting into to be healthier and active.
Do you
every day.
think once you're done with the half marathon, like running will be part of your life after that?
I think so,
Yeah.
only because it has been,
Uh-huh.
which is where it got to me now, you know, but I don't think to this extent. I think once I do this, I don't plan on doing another one for a while.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
fair. Would you ever do a full marathon?
I feel like I would, because
Yeah?
once I do this, I'm probably going to be like, oh, that wasn't that bad,
Right.
you know, but it'd probably take me like another 2 years, you know, or even
Well,
3. I
damn,
don't know.
We'll be back in 2 years.
Bruh. And you'll be doing it with me.
Oh, you're funny. I don't run. I do not run.
Oh my gosh.
I used to be on a swim team when I was younger, and I hated the endurance
Really?
races. I was a sprinter because I can like muster up a lot of
Oh,
energy
gotcha.
and like use it very quickly.
Yeah.
But if I have to do more than like 4 laps, like
True.
any race that was more than 100 meters, cut me out. I'm out of breath.
True.
I'm struggling. I'm borderline drowning. Like
Yeah.
it's not a fun time.
I feel like I'm the opposite though. I can't sprint.
Oh, okay.
Like I can't do the 100-meter dash or
because
whatever.
we built different.
Bruh.
Okay, and then you take our products, right?
I do.
Yeah?
Yes.
Which one's your favorite?
Hmm.
Your all-time favorite?
They're all so good.
I can tell you my favorite.
Okay.
It's the blue raspberry BCAAs.
I knew you were gonna say that.
It's so good.
I think it has to be okay. I have 2.
Mm.
I love the vanilla protein because
Really?
it just goes with everything. Like
Okay,
it's so
fair.
easy to take every single day. Like, you know.
Do you do like
But-
smoothies?
Yeah, I can do smoothies. I can take it by itself. I can make like a fun recipe.
Okay.
Or if it's like when I'm going to the gym,
Mm.
it probably has to be the mango guava pre-workout.
Is that your favorite?
Yeah.
It's really good, huh?
It's so good.
I have to alternate between mango guava and strawberry, but I always
Oh,
get back to
strawberry kiwi.
mango.
Yeah.
It's just
It's just an OG.
so good. Yeah. And okay, so you take pre-workout and protein.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I spoke to Anthony, because I brought this up to Anthony, I was like, hey, listen, Allison's doing something pretty cool. How can we help? And so we'll be meeting with him this week. You guys are
Yeah.
going to be seeing this episode on Monday. Today we are the 26th of September, I think. Yeah, so you guys will be seeing this on Monday, which should be the 2nd of October. But this week we will be meeting with Anthony. And
Scary.
your eating habits, like, they're already pretty healthy, right? Like, you eat, I see you with your little meals every day.
Eating alone at the lunch table.
So your eating is already pretty healthy. So with Anthony, what we're going to do is we're going to help with what before you go on your runs, like to help with your runs and like the endurance and like training for all that. Anthony's basically going to give you like a tiny meal plan for like before and after your runs, just to help replenish your body and make sure that, you know, you can like go on a run and not run out of fuel. So it won't be a complete meal plan, but he will be manipulating a little bit just for when you are running. And then I think he's also going to look over your training routine and help you with that, just to make sure, like, at least on lower body days, like, your legs are getting the strength training that would help complement your runs better.
I'm kind of nervous for that.
Are you really?
I feel like he's gonna be like, you're doing that all wrong.
I mean, I would be scared too to train with Anthony the first time. It's gonna be fun. Are you excited
I'm excited
for the whole thing?
For the whole thing, because like this has never happened to me before. Well, one, I've never worked for like a supplement brand before. 2, I've never ran a half marathon, and then 3, I've never had people like coach me. If that makes sense. Like I've never even had a personal trainer or anything like that.
That's crazy.
Like everything I get is off of like TikTok or like our athletes or something. You know.
Hey, our athletes go hard.
Yeah,
we're proud of them.
Yeah,
you guys kill it.
But yeah, so I'm excited, but it's like nerve-wracking.
I'm excited too, because like I said earlier, like I feel like all we've done so far is like promote transformations, and like this is something that's gonna be like as she said, like she's not necessarily trying to change the way she looks. Like she's happy with where she's at, but this is like a goal that we're gonna be helping you accomplish. And it's like a really cool way to look at the brand and be like, okay, it's not just like fitness isn't just about like I'm not happy with the way I look. It's also I'm happy with the way I look, and I'm trying to achieve something really freaking cool.
For sure.
Okay, hold on, I lost my train of thought. 1 second.
I'm trying to think if we covered everything.
I don't know. 1 sec.
I wish there was a camera on Wayne right now. Just the chair like that.
I think it is. Should we give a little bit more backstory about how you started here?
Sure.
Funny story. I actually interviewed Allison when you were looking for a social media manager.
Yeah.
I remember being so confused about what I'm supposed to do because I'd never interviewed anyone before. And I've told you this story many times, but we were looking for a social media manager, and she was one of the people that like got through to the interview rounds. And I remember our boss being like, you have to interview this person. And I was like, what? Like, I'm literally just a girl. I have no idea what's going on. And so
I'm just a girl.
for the first few episodes, for the first few interviews, like I remember like trying to dress up like a boss and like looking professional and everything.
Really?
Yeah. I was wearing like blazers and like cute little outfits, like office looks. Our office is not like that. Like it's very much fun and games.
Yeah.
And then I remember when Allison came in, I just remember looking at like this preppy blonde girl walking in with like her little blouse and everything, and I was like, oh, this ain't gonna work.
No. Oh my, it's so funny because I literally got that the day before because I was like, oh my gosh, what do I wear? Like
You look like somebody's auntie, dude.
I literally went, no, like, guys, I was literally wearing slacks with like heels and this pink blouse with, what are those called? Like the shoulder pads.
It was so bad.
No, it was bad, but I didn't know.
I was wearing a baggy t-shirt with baggy jeans.
Not even baggy. Your shirt was like cropped up to here.
It was. I thought it was giant. I don't even remember.
Well, it was one of those things with the big holes in the side.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember because I saw your tattoos and I was like, yo, this girl she's gonna beat me up. And yeah, you were in like jeans. I don't know, but yeah, you looked at me and I was like, I literally was like, should I go through with this interview? And then remember, well, I don't know if you're gonna say this, but I walk up to the front and it's super quiet and I was like, hello, and then you thought I was somebody else. Remember we got
so
like
bad.
Do you remember that?
No.
It was like the interview times got mixed up.
Oh my gosh.
And then you were like,
oh my god, I do remember.
You were like, oh, for so and so, and I was like, no, Allison. And then we sat in the front lobby.
Yeah, because the conference room was taken.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I literally was sitting there like,
this is not legit.
Yeah, I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna work here.
What did you think when you did get hired? Were you like excited?
Yeah, I was so excited. I was actually in Mexico on like a family trip, and then Sean, our boss, had emailed me, and I was like, let's go.
Oh my gosh. And then when you did start, what was the vibe? Because that was like at the very beginning of us. Like I think the brand Wenzel was only a year old, and so we weren't like
not
with
even.
it. Oh,
You weren't a year old yet, yeah.
Oh
and I was the first, let everybody know, I was the first person hired that like wasn't part of like the family or like the OG, like friends of friends. Yeah. Like I literally was like the outsider. It was like so awkward for me. I didn't even know everybody was related.
Wait. Okay, I want to talk about that. So, for those of you who don't know, One Soul is actually like a very much family-based company. Like, we're a small team, and at first it was very much just like family members hanging out. So it was Sean, our one boss, and Anthony's family, and we were all just like working together. Like, everyone was related to everybody. And so Allison has this really funny story of when she started, and when me and Tina used to talk about like Sean at home.
Oh yeah.
And we would talk, and I guess nobody had told her, or like she hadn't caught on to the fact that we were family.
Yeah.
And so she had to kind of figure that out by herself, because she's like, why do all these people live together?
Yeah, I was very confused. Well, I don't remember exactly what you guys would talk about, but I just remember you were talking about all the hangouts over the weekend, and I was like, wow, they must be really close. And then I remember one day, Sean and then Tina, who's his sister who works here too, they were like, oh yeah, I have the same birthday as their dad. And so they were like, oh, our dad. And I was like, your dad? Your dad? Both of your dad? I didn't even know they were related.
That's crazy, because they look so much the same. They have like the same face.
But
Tina
I
just has
mean,
long
like
hair.
when you first look at somebody, I don't instantly think that.
Fair,
especially when you're in the office space. And they're like, our dad. And I was like, what? And then randomly one day, your sister came to the office.
Oh my gosh.
And then she just walks in. Who is this girl? Yeah, it was like great, because like everybody was so cool, and like I think I just had to adapt to it. Like I was just really confused. But then once I got the hang of it, and then I knew everybody, it was like normal.
It's so funny. I apparently also forgot to tell her the whole break situation.
Yeah, nobody told me that either. Well,
we were very new. Like, we didn't know how to run a company.
To be fair,
yet.
like, I probably should have asked for more clarification. But
hey, you got the same experience I got.
That's true.
I was thrown into it. I had to figure things out.
I think it was, I should have asked for more clarification, but people would leave and then like not come back, or they would leave and then come back like an hour later. And I was like, what's happening? Like, yeah. And I thought we had to like clock out, like not clock out, but like tell somebody when I was going on my break, but you don't have to really say much. You kind of just, you're like, oh,
Tootles.
Yeah. But I thought I had to be like, everybody. And then I would just sit there and wait for like my okay.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, I mean, I don't want to make them sound like a bad company.
No, we're great. I love where we work.
Yeah.
I love our whole team. Everyone is so cute and nice. Even Wayne.
No, not Wayne.
I just mean because you're like the only dude.
What? There's
on the
hella
One
dudes.
Soul team.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like,
we have like other people, but they don't work with like on One Soul.
That's true.
Like the warehouse has guys in it. Also has girls.
Yeah. I mean, it makes so much sense working here.
Wait, I want to know about like what went through your mind when you saw the listing that we were looking for a social media manager. Like, what made you like apply?
Honestly, nothing. Like, no, I don't mean that. I just mean I was mindlessly scrolling and it came up, and I obviously applied, one, because it was what I was looking for.
Okay.
But two, when I went to the Instagram, it wasn't
like they need help.
They need me. It wasn't so much like, I don't know how to explain it. Let me get my train of thought. It was more, I saw what you guys stood for. Or not stood, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it was more like cute vibes. I liked your packaging. I was like, oh my gosh, it's pink. And then I was like, okay, I like to work out.
Yeah.
And I wasn't, okay, let everybody know, I like did not work out when I got hired here.
Really?
Like, I did, but not seriously.
Okay.
Like, where I am now from a year ago, I'm a totally different person. Yeah. Well, as soon as I worked here, I was like, I get jacked. Like, yeah, my body still looked the same. But I think it was because I was like, okay, I like to work out. Like, I would be down. But nothing came through my mind where I was like, I have to work here, if that makes sense.
Our graphic designer has been killing it lately.
I know.
Our graphic designer, her name is Kiana.
She's
And
so good.
she randomly started posting little stories of her going to the gym and meal prepping.
I know.
And now she's like actually taking it seriously. And I'm like, I'm so proud of
know.
you. Like, she's doing her little thing.
I know. I saw in her story this morning. She's like, I didn't feel good, but I still went. She's like, I still showed up. I was like, period.
She's so cute.
I didn't show up this morning.
You're training for a half marathon.
I know. What
You
am I
need to.
doing? Bro.
No more slacking off. So basically,
I know. For real, though.
when you guys see this episode, it'll be Monday, the 2nd of October. That'll be the beginning of Allison's 6-week journey of training for her half marathon with One Soul. So we're going to be documenting the whole thing. You know, you guys are obviously meeting Allison this week, and then next week we'll go over what her nutrition and her meal plan situation will be, just to make sure that her body is like getting the food and the energy and the fuel that it needs to be able to like sustain her, because this is like really taxing. Like, you're training like strength training, and then you're also running on top of it. It's basically a 75-day hard challenge.
It's insane.
So next week you guys will see like what kind of nutrition and like manipulation of food is going to be happening, and then after that you guys will see what her training will be. But basically we're putting her on the plan this week. So it'll be 6 weeks of her training with it. We'll have like a halfway meet up where we're gonna see like
a little check-in,
because I'm honestly interested in seeing, like, even if we're not manipulating your whole eating habits, I want to see how you feel based off of like your pre and post run meals that we're gonna assign you. And like, I wonder, like, are you gonna feel different? Is it gonna help you? Like,
I'm actually nervous for that.
for the eating part? Like, eating too much?
Not eating too much, but basically, well, I said, okay, basically before my runs, because I run after work, I don't normally eat before because I'm here at work, and then I drive home and I just go for a run.
Right.
So I'm nervous if I start eating before to feel my body. I don't know if I'm going to feel different, which I guess you just said. Like, I don't know if I'm going to feel sick.
Oh, because you're like too full?
Yeah, because I'm genuinely not hungry because I have my lunch here and then I just go run. But I don't know if I'm going to feel sick or if it's going to help me. I don't know.
Well, I guess that's where Anthony's like expertise comes in. Because like the goal, I think, will be to give you something where you won't feel too lethargic after you eat. Because I think that's where, like, let's say the difference comes between fast digesting carbs and like slow digesting carbs. We're gonna want to give you, I think, something that's like gonna be fast digesting, but also like high quality, so you get that boost of energy without having to eat so much, but it'll also kind of like burn evenly, so you have like a constant spike in your glucose, I guess. So that'll be, I'm really interested to see that. And I'm also interested to see how the training that Anthony puts you through affects your running. Like, I wonder if you're gonna feel stronger and like go faster.
A lot can happen in 6 weeks.
It's like not that much time either, though. Like, it's a good amount of time to see the difference. But it's also like I'm not so fast.
I don't know. I'm nervous.
I'm excited for you. I'm also I think it's so cute for us to like have gotten involved like this.
At first, when we were talking about it, I was like, this is such a good idea. But now that we're doing it and I thought it over, I was like, oh no. Everyone's going to see me running. Like,
well, the good thing is it's not a race, right?
Yeah.
So like the goal isn't to finish first.
My goal isn't. Okay, so there are people that are
really
running for time to be first.
That's annoying.
Like,
I don't like that.
But
we don't like
those are the people though that are like, that's all they do, you know, like that's their passion is like run. But then there's people like me who are doing it for fun, and it's not that serious, and it's just a goal of just being like, I did it.
So you said right now you're running like 6 miles in an hour?
About,
Okay, and then what's your goal for the whole half marathon for 13.1 miles?
I think I'm just going to set it at 3 hours now. Because originally I had a goal time that was like...
What was it?
Well, it was 2.5 hours.
Okay.
But realistically, I'm not going to be running each mile faster. I'm probably going to be slower in the race. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because there's like inclines?
Yeah, like right now, because I'm running, I was like, I can easily run this many miles at this pace. But that's because I'm running shorter miles and I'm not running crazy hills. So I think realistically I'm gonna take longer.
We're gonna take you to a hill and make you run.
I'm good at hills.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I would get so out of breath.
I mean, I die, but like
You
I'm
make
actually-
it through?
yeah, I do like intervals. Like I run up the hill and I jog down. I run up the hill and I jog
So you
down.
would have to like manipulate your running during the run, right? And like
Yeah.
go slower on a hill and then faster on flat.
Yeah, so basically that's the whole what am I trying to say? That's the whole goal of running these intervals and my sprints, my little workouts in between my long runs is to get me to like get that speed and that endurance.
Gotcha.
So when I do my long runs, I can like do those little quick
Changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So like when I'm going up a hill, I'm going to run, maybe a little bit slower, but then when I'm downhill, I'm like going to sprint.
Gotcha.
And then when it's flattened out, I can like go back to my normal pace.
Okay.
Yeah. Instead of sprinting the whole time or like walking I mean, some people walk the whole
Are
thing.
you
but-
really?
I mean, well, I was telling them you have a time limit to run this. Or else
This
you're
is
gonna
so
be,
funny.
Yeah.
It's like Mario Kart. If you take too long, the game just ends.
Yeah, like they'll take you off the course, but that's because there's other races. Like there's 5Ks, there's 10Ks, there's
Like right after?
well, they're like interchangeable.
Okay.
Like they kind of go at the same time, but we do different courses.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like we.
You get lost, you're on the wrong course.
I end up doing the full marathon. Which, oh my gosh.
That would be so good.
But yeah, it's not that they're like, oh, you have to get off, you're too slow. It's because like
People gotta
they,
run.
yeah, we have to do it, or they have to do other things.
We were talking about how we're gonna record Allison's run, and Wayne is obviously our videographer, so we were thinking of different ways. He's gonna. At first, we said, Wayne, you gotta start running so he can like run with you and record everything. Because I think Joe from David Dobrik's crew ran with Susie when she was doing her marathon.
Oh my gosh.
Or half marathon, and he like ran the whole thing
To
with a
film
camera
it?
to film it.
Dang.
Wayne, you
So,
gotta start
have-
training.
Yeah, you have expectations.
I was a sprinter in high school. I was not a.
There you go.
But that might benefit you because you sprint ahead and then film me. And it's
Damn. I hope we can hear you.
I
hope
We
so.
can like edit it in.
But like Allison said, there was a zip line on the island.
Yeah.
And so we were like, imagine we strap Wayne to the zip line and he's just recording from the top.
No, but then the
He
behind
starts spinning vigorously, he loses control.
but then the behind the scenes of someone filming Wayne up there.
It's so funny.
It's so good.
Have you seen that TikTok where they're rescuing this old lady from like a hike?
No.
Okay, wait.
That's kind of
That's
sad.
my favorite video ever. It's so funny. But basically, this old lady, I think she was an old lady, went on a hike or something, like a backpacking trip or something, and she like got injured or lost or something. I think she was injured, and they had to come get her with a helicopter. So they went down and they like strapped her in this body bag type of thing.
Oh,
like picture it.
I've seen that before. Wait.
It's like a
So
sleeping
she's just
bag.
like-
She's just like that, like wrapped up. And
Oh,
they
and it
start.
starts No.
I
Aw,
think she
poor
had like broken
lady.
something, fallen, like it was already so much wrong with her.
Oh,
And then
no.
as they were like bringing her up to the helicopter
so
to save her, she
sad.
started spinning and it goes so fast.
That's
like
so
she lost
sad.
control and it's like, okay, well she's dead now. Like and
Oh
then they
my
didn't even like
God.
bother bringing her all the way up. They just went with it. So she was
She's like,
dangling.
"Woo." That's so
Just,
sad.
like,
Wait, that's on TikTok?
yeah.
You should send it to me.
I
If you
will.
find it again.
I'll find it.
Oh
I
my
will try. It's
gosh.
liked for sure. I just have to scroll my
Dang.
likes. My likes are crazy. I like everything.
You don't even watch the full video. You're just like, yes, yes.
Sometimes I like it too quick, and then like a few seconds later, I hate the
And
video,
then
so
you
I have to go back
unlike
and unlike it.
I do that too. Or
Not
I like it,
retracted.
and then I scroll, and then I'm like, after I think about it.
But yeah, that's gonna be Wayne getting or
gosh.
trying to get a shot with you.
I was gonna say, did
Huh.
I say that it was on Catalina Island?
I think
when
at
we
the
first
beginning.
started?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, because
okay.
I said, "Oh, we're all going to the island."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Literally, the people who don't live here in Southern California are gonna be like, "You're going to an island?" They probably don't even know what it is.
Right. So, Catalina Island is an island that's like off the shore of California, but it's like not that far. You can jet ski for like 45 minutes and get there. Or
Yeah.
take the ferry. I think
I
that's
don't
the normal
even
thing
know
to do.
how it like came about.
The island?
Yeah, like how we randomly just have an island 45 minutes
Right?
from us.
I just think it's so cute that people actually decided to go build a town there.
Yeah,
It's
like it's a
adorable.
full-on thing. It's
Have you
super
seen
cute.
the girl making TikToks being like, this isn't Greece, this is Catalina Island?
Oh yes, I have.
She got so much for that.
Oh really?
Yeah, people were like coming for her about it.
Oh.
Because they're like, that's not Greece, it doesn't even look like it.
Okay,
It's like,
I
shut up.
mean, yeah, it doesn't, but like it's
It's
so
the
pretty.
closest thing. I've
Dang.
never been. I've lived here 4 years and I haven't been.
You're gonna have so much fun.
I'm so
You're gonna
excited.
love it,
I'm gonna wear a t-shirt with your face on it.
girl. You're gonna like have those sticks with the blow up face.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, our whole and Anthony's gonna just like drop down from his helicopter, right? That's the plan, I've been told.
Yeah. No,
And-
this is gonna be huge.
And then we're gonna like
Celebrate.
get our own boat, our own yacht, and just party after. Yeah, I'm excited though because everyone gets a medal. Like
Really?
you just have to finish
A
and you get a medal.
participation
Yeah,
medal?
so like either way, I'm gonna feel great.
Hooray.
And be like, I did it.
You did it. I'm actually like so hyped for you
I don't think it's hit me.
that you're doing it.
Yeah.
Girl, it better hit you soon.
I know. I don't think it's gonna hit me till like the week of.
Ugh.
I know. I'm kind of nervous.
It's okay. We'll be here to film everything.
That's even more nerve wracking.
I think you're gonna be so happy about it later because like if we didn't get involved in this
Then I
you
wouldn't be
wouldn't
that
have the-
stressed.
you wouldn't have like the footage of it, and I feel like you
Yeah.
can like look back like in a few years or like in like 10 years when you have kids and be like, look, like this
That's
was documented,
true.
like this is like going down in history.
Yeah. I think I'm more just like, what's it called? Like, not nervous, but okay, I know I wouldn't let any of you down, but I think I would be really embarrassed if I just like failed.
I don't think you'll fail.
Like, I know, Wayne's like, what? I think I'll for sure finish the race, but I don't want people to be, like, I want you to be hyped, but I don't want your expectations to be so high. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't think, I mean, our expectations are that you finish the race.
Yeah. No, but that's my expectations.
So
like,
then
I
we're
don't want
good.
everyone to be like, she's a
I mean,
track
you could walk
star.
the whole thing and still make it.
Yeah.
So there you
I
go.
just like don't want people to think I'm like this crazy runner, you know, and like I'm getting this ultimate training. Like that's not what's happening.
Well, yeah. I think that'll be like on us to like communicate that properly.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, you mentioned it earlier, like this isn't like a race for you. You're just wanting to finish it in like a 3-hour timeline. That might change. I'm hoping with like
Yeah.
the training, like when we're at
It would
week
get
4.
faster.
Yeah, I'm hoping
Yeah.
by week 4 when we do like, I mean, I don't want to put that pressure on you.
No, but I
But-
might feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you might
never
get
know.
stronger and you're like, you know what? Like maybe I can do it in
Yeah.
2.5 hours. No pressure though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yay.
Guess we'll see. I mean, you could run like the 5K.
Who?
You
No.
the same day.
Nah.
Oh.
I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a runner.
I know.
I'm down.
I'm
am.
not a runner either, though.
You just said you've ran your whole life. No, you're a runner. Like you be running. I don't run.
That's true.
I want to start doing like cool stuff, like how Erica is doing. Our athlete Erica, she's doing like
She's
box
killing
jumps and like holding herself up and doing like leg raises with a pull up in the air.
Oh,
I wanna
like
start
that
doing,
kinda
like, that
crazy?
kinda
Yeah,
stuff.
when I see that, I'm like, I think I can do it, and then I try it, and I'm like, that's embarrassing. My arms are like.
Can you do a pull up?
No.
Oh, it's so bad.
I can't.
I can't do a pull up to save my
You
life.
saw me trying to do a push up.
Sometimes we'll have like random like challenges in the office and we'll call everybody into a room and be like 10 push-ups right now.
Well, we did a plank contest the other
Yeah.
day. I'm not gonna lie though, I could have gone longer, but I was wearing a dress,
Okay.
and I was
mean-
spilling out.
I was so petty that I didn't
When?
win because I genuinely believe like I train harder. Like no shade at all. But then
Well, everyone thought you were gonna win.
yeah. And then my excuse for not winning
Yeah, what
is
what
that
it?
the people, so we were competing with Jazzy and Africa, and they're much shorter than I am, and so they're carrying less weight, and it's distributed like there's less weight to hold up,
Gotcha.
you know, versus I'm longer and I weigh heavier, so it's like a lot more weight that I have to like
That's
hold
the
up.
same thing I think about pull-ups. I'm like, if you're so much taller, you have so much more. Like,
Yeah.
if your arms are so long,
There's, like,
do
the
you know how
distance
much
is-
more you have to pull
yeah.
up? I mean, I don't know if that's correct. That's my
No, I mean, that's a thing, because there's a lot of powerlifters who are really short, who, like, put on, like, crazy amounts of weight, and they're like, bam, and it's like, okay, but you're only moving 3
went
inches.
that
Like,
not me hating on everybody. And I can't even do a push-up or a pull-up. No, I thought you were going to win too, though.
Yeah,
But I
thank
thought
you.
we weren't in gym clothes or, like,
That's-
workout attire. So
I
I
mean-
was like,
Not in a mood.
no, I'm saying, like, I was in a dress, you were in heels. Like,
I
didn't
didn't think that was an issue.
Oh,
for
really?
me.
That's what I thought. I was like, I feel like if I was in the proper attire and, like, not in a dress, I probably could have gone longer.
Like, you would have been mentally in the right place to
Yeah.
do it? Gotcha.
Like, if we were in the gym and they were like, let's go, I'd be like, okay, yeah, for sure.
if you guys, are we going to post that video? It'll go
I
on
don't-
Rare Fit.
I don't
You don't think so,
know.
huh?
I doubt it.
While we were doing it, when we started the challenge, Jazzy Africa and Allison kept, like, talking amongst each other and, like, giggling and laughing. The whole time I was like, Salpi, deep breathing. Like, I did not engage with nobody. I tuned out the whole thing. I was like, you need to win this. And then I didn't.
Is it because you're, like, competitive?
I'm so competitive.
Oh, really?
Everything is a competition.
Really?
I just, like to play.
Yeah.
And I also love to win.
See, I was waiting for that. I'm literally not
I
competitive.
love to
at-
win.
Like, I could lose and probably be happier than the person that won.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Like, it
I
doesn't
get
bother
salty.
me. Really? Okay, I do at some things. Like, if I know I'm good at it and I
Yeah.
didn't, and then I'm like, okay, well, that's...
Well, my issue is I'm good at a lot of things. Like, at least when it comes to sports.
Okay.
When it comes to sports, like, I was for sure in high school, like, that annoying kid who was just good at
everything.
all the sports.
There always has to
And
be
I would
someone.
always, like, ask to play with the boys because, like, no shade, but the girls never wanted to participate
Well,
in gym
yeah,
class.
that's normally how it is.
Oh my god, this is completely random. We were playing badminton in high school at some point, and I was paired up with a guy because I wanted to play against the guys. So it was 2 versus 2, and we're playing badminton, and I was so hyped because my dad set up a net in our backyard, and we would play
You've been
badminton all the time.
practicing?
I grew up playing badminton in the backyard, so I was like, this is my sport. So we're playing, and I grew up swimming, which is a very
Right.
individualistic sport. Like, you're not talking to your teammates.
That's
you're just
true. That's
going.
probably where you get it from.
Right? So I'm not used to being like, I got the ball. Like, no, I'm just going to shoot it. So the little birdie came, and I didn't call it. And it was on my side
Oh,
of the
no.
field. To be quite honest, it was on my side. Like,
okay.
it was mine.
Okay.
I didn't call it, though. So I went, kabam! I hit it, followed through with it, hit the guy I was playing with, like my teammate, in the face. Bro, this guy flew back, fell on his back. He gets up, he takes off his hand. There's a whole, like, imprint.
Oh, the
of-
lines.
Nobody teamed up with me after that. Nobody.
I'm surprised your little racket thing didn't, like, bust through. That was, like, a hole
I
in
felt
it.
so bad.
He probably was embarrassed. Like, this girl just took
Dude,
me
nobody
out.
would pair up with me anymore.
I wouldn't either. I'd be scared of you. Or if I did, I'd be like, you got it. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah, super
That makes a lot of
competitive.
sense, though. Like, no. You give off that vibe. No, I'm saying, like, the competitiveness.
Yeah.
Like, that makes more sense.
You see it? What do you mean it makes sense?
Like, in the when we were talking about the plank thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because you were saying we were talking. 'cause-
Yeah, and I was like, deep breathe.
because even though, yeah, I was the first one out, but I was like, okay.
When Anthony said that he thought I would win because I look like I do planks, I was like,
Yeah.
really?
No, I thought it was funny that Jazzy won. Jazzy's our coworker, but he thought Jazzy was the last person
Yeah,
who was gonna.
Africa called Anthony and she's like, we just did a plank challenge. Who do you think won? And he's like, Salpi. And then we're like, no. He's like, Allison? No. Africa? No. Jazzy.
And then he was like, oh. Poor Jazzy.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. And welcome, Allison. This is
Thank
your official, like,
you.
debut.
I know.
It's so exciting.
I'm actually in front of the camera.
Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'm really excited for you and for you to be part of this journey and kind of see where this goes and to see how you grow through this journey, like through this whole challenge. And yeah.
Ooh.
Huh.
I was going to say, like, if anybody else is doing a half marathon, they should
Yes.
tell us.
Yeah.
Like, ask me questions. I'll ask you questions. I don't know.
Cutie.
Like, someone is probably
Should we
training.
do a Q&A? We should
What do
have
you
you go live on Instagram with a Q&A.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure someone's training.
That's so
right?
cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine there's another One Soul person.
Going to the same marathon. That would
Yeah.
be crazy.
Oh, that would be so cute. We
Okay,
should
let
print
us
their face
know.
on a t-shirt too.
Oh my gosh.
But
Okay,
yeah, that's excellent. Do write in if you are doing a half marathon or anything cool, actually. We want to see what
Well,
you guys
yeah,
are
that
up
too.
to. Whether it doesn't have to be transformation based. It could be running a marathon. It could be competing. If you're doing a bodybuilding show, that is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let us know what you're doing and let's start this conversation.
Yay.
Who knows where it'll go. Bye.
Bye.